So hello guys, welcome to our presentation as Group 1. Today we are going to be presenting on MTN South Africa. We are going to be analyzing MTN and we are going to be analyzing it in 3 different spheres. So number 1, we are going to be doing the PESTEL analysis. Number 2, we are going to be doing the microprocess forces analysis, and also we are going to be doing the 4 corners analysis. So number 1, we're going to start with the PESTEL analysis, and these analysis will help us understand the market position of MTN in South Africa, and also help us understand the challenges and opportunities that MTN has and how it's winning in South Africa. Thank you.
Good morning. I'll be taking you through the PESTEL analysis of MTN in South Africa. I'll start by the political environment. MTN operates under ACSA strict regulation, which stands for Independent Communication Authority of South Africa. And it manages especially licensing and BBBEE policies. South Africa political stability supports infrastructure investment, but leads to shedding forced costly backup power solution. The second one is economic challenge. With high inflation and currency volatility increase equipment costs, and unemployment and income inequality reduce consumer spending, and prompting MTN to offer affordable data bundle to maintain demand. And lastly is growth opportunity. South Africa large tech-driven population fuel mobile growth. MTN digital service like Momo are emerging as significant revenue despite income headwinds. Thank you.
MTN is focusing on a young, tech-savvy population that requires fast and reliable internet. It's building custom infrastructure for both cities and rural areas. Through this, MTN promotes digital inclusion, helping more people get online while building brand loyalty. MTN is a leader in 4G and 5G networks, offering better speed and quality than its rivals. With apps like Ayoba, it's becoming a tech service provider, not just a phone company. MTN also follows data privacy rules, which helps build trust with customers.
I'm going to take you through the environmental and the legal factors of MTN. For the environmental side, MTN is actively investing in renewable sources of power like solar panels, which has led to reduced carbon footprints. It is also managing its electronic waste responsibly. However, frequent power outages in South Africa has led to increased operational costs and carbon emissions into the air. On the legal side, MTN must comply to several regulations, including getting licenses from ICASA, which stands for Independent Communication Authority for South Africa. Also, it's supposed to manage customer data according to the POPIA Act, which stands for Protection of Personal Information Act, and comply to the strict and competition labor laws.
Thank you, Harriet, for your presentation. I'm going to take you through the 5 forces of microportals, and I'm going to look at the bargaining power of suppliers. We have the key suppliers in the normal operations of MTN South Africa, who are Huawei, Ericsson, and Eskom. For Huawei and Ericsson, they provide telecom infrastructure, for example, the antennas, the base stations, and core network technology, which has really helped in the deployment of the 4G and 5G network. We have Eskom, who provide electricity for the normal operations of the company. On the next point, we have supplier management, where we have really leveraged on the long-term contracts and the relationships with multiple vendors, allowing them to source technology in a very competitive way. They also engage local contractors and engage firms, which has really helped in reducing the reliance on global suppliers and promoting operational agility. Then also on the third point, strategic investments. Due to the load shedding that happens in South Africa, MTN has invested in creating a solution for the load shedding, where they use battery backups, solar solutions, and generator systems to reduce the dependency on electricity produced by ESCOM so that they can continue providing quality and top-notch services. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll be taking you through the bargaining power of customers. So in South Africa currently it's a saturated market. We currently have various service providers in the telecommunications industry. Number one, we have Vodacom, we have Cell C, we have Rain, and we also have Telkom and MTN. So all of them are fighting to get a chunk of the market share. So currently the customers have a lot of bargaining power, and this is due to number one, the ease of getting an alternative service provider, because as I said as I began, we have various service providers in South Africa currently in the telecommunications industry. So there's a lot of alternatives to which you can switch. Number two, we also have the price sensitivity of South Africans. So a lot of South Africans are very price sensitive. They're very aware of the services that they're being charged and the prices by which they're being charged for those services. So any service provider that is not aware of that is really missing out in the market share. Another thing is also in the point of the ease of moving to another service provider is that in South Africa you can switch to another service provider without actually losing your mobile number. So that means there are no barriers that can actually prevent you from moving to another service provider. In any case, if you feel as if MTN is not working for you, you can switch to Vodacom, you can switch to Telkom, and you'll still retain your phone number. So that has really helped them have a lot of power in the market, the customers, that is. So how is MTN winning in this case? What are their strategies to win? So number one is their value-based services, whereby they offer bundles plus a service. So these services range from gaming packages, whereby they target the youth-based population, which is actually the largest in South Africa. And then we also have entertainment bundles, whereby they give you bundles to services like Showmax, Disney Plus, and etc. Another thing is their postpaid service. Their postpaid service is actually very booming right now. So actually with their postpaid service, they are normally targeting the high income earners who actually want convenience and constant connectivity, and they need that assurance that as they continue connecting with others, there won't be any interruptions. So their postpaid service has really boomed and helped them gain the market share. Another thing that has helped them is their continued connectivity. In as much as South Africa has a lot of issues with power outages and the like, MTN has really strived to ensure that they don't have any hiccups and there is continued connectivity among its users. So that has really helped them in reaching out to customers and actually gaining a big chunk of the market share. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ed, and I'll be taking you through the threat of new entrants and competitive rivalry for MTN. We've got barriers to entry. First of all, there's regulatory licensing and spectrum constraints, and this is done by the Independent Communications Authority of South Africa, which is the national regulatory body that oversees telecommunication, broadcasting, and postal services. We've got high capital investment requirements. The telecommunication infrastructure requires a lot of investments. Yeah, we've got data centers, customer acquisition efforts, and base stations. Then we've got strong brand loyalty and nationwide coverage. This players like MTN enjoys this making it hard for new firms to win over users, especially in rural areas. Economies of scale favor incumbents like MTN. MTN benefits from lower costs per unit due to its large subscriber base and infrastructure footprint. Moving on, the competitive landscape. MTN faces intense rivalry from Vodacom, Telkom, and Cell C, with aggressive pricing and marketing, high fixed infrastructure costs, intensify competition for market share. Yeah, that's it from me.
So today we are going to be discussing the strategic drivers, management assumptions, and core abilities of a telecommunication company called MTN, which is based in South Africa. So first we'll start with strategic drivers. The first strategic driver is product innovation. So basically MTN is trying to innovate its products by increasing its services like money mobile services, digital services, and financial services. So by introducing these new services to the market, it's improving the quality of its product, and it's increasing its customer base and increasing customer satisfaction. Then we go to management assumptions. One of the assumptions of MTN is that more people are going to start using the internet. And the second assumption is that people will always want affordable products and services, which MTN already provides. Now we move on to the core abilities. The core abilities is that first of all, MTN provides good and reliable network. Secondly, MTN is a trustworthy brand among consumers. Consumers already trust the product. And lastly, MTN also, it has its core abilities in providing additional services like IOBA and Momo. IOBA is like WhatsApp, but just with extra features. And Momo is a mobile money service app.